Hey everyone, it's Siddharth here from siddharthpower.com. Today's video is focusing on how you can generate leads or free leads from YouTube. And what I'm going to do in this video is for people that are actually looking to start using YouTube as a way to generate leads, is to give 5 sort of tips that can help you get started, especially if you're someone that has maybe just started out their YouTube channel, or perhaps there are certain aspects of your YouTube channel that you really want to grow. And perhaps some of these tips are things you've kind of missed out when you're creating a video for your YouTube channel. So this is really for people that are just sort of starting out at a beginner level. So before I carry on, what I'd like to request is, if possible, is maybe just follow my YouTube channel as well. I've provided the link here, so if you guys just want to kind of have a look at some of the videos that I've done there, because this will also help you get some context in terms of, some of the things that I've been doing on my YouTube channel. And I want to talk about YouTube because for me, YouTube is one of those platforms that I really use when it comes to generating, leads. And if you're someone that is really restricted in terms of, paid marketing, or you don't have a budget to obviously, create leads for whatever business it is that you're running, then YouTube is a great platform. Now, I know a lot of people kind of might hesitate and say, it's not easy for them to create a video that provides content because maybe the person is shy. They're not really confident about what it is that they need to speak about. So hopefully these tips will actually help you, in that aspect, and just give you some guidance in terms of that. So the first tip that I can say is to start off with, which is obviously the most important, is picking a topic. Now, to elaborate a little bit more about what I mean by picking a topic. So what can happen is, depending on the business that you're running, let's just say, for example, you are a person that has expertise in a certain area. Perhaps you're a person that has expertise in the health and fitness area, and you want to speak about something very specific. Now, YouTube obviously looks at certain words that are critical in terms of rating the video or ranking the video, in terms of the number of views, in terms of the number of subscribers. So what you need to start doing is you need to actually start searching for keywords that are critical in terms of choosing the right topic. And the reason the keywords are important is because obviously it'll help you in terms of your ranking, and also help you sort of drive down the exact topic that you want to speak about on your YouTube channel. So you can basically use a tool called Google Keyword Tool Planner. If you do a search on Google, it's a free tool. It'll basically give you metrics in terms of some of the key aspects you need to look for. For example, if the keyword is highly ranked. And I want to stress, a keyword doesn't necessarily have to be one word. It can be a phrase, a very common phrase. So, for example, here, one of the phrases that I've looked at is YouTube leads, or generating YouTube leads. And I've done a bit of research in terms of some of the keywords that I'll use. The other reason why it's important is because you want to basically find similar keywords that can be used in your video, because one of the things that happens when you create a YouTube video is it asks you to add in tags. So if you think of Instagram, you have hashtags, kind of a similar concept, but what you're doing here is you're putting 5 to 10 different similar, tags, so that when it comes to ranking your video, the YouTube algorithms can obviously pick up what the topic is focusing on from that aspect. The second point is choosing your target market. So if I look again at the example of someone who is an expert in the health and fitness arena, and this can basically apply to any business area, even if you're a person that is an affiliate marketer, you kind of need to decide what is the kind of market that you're trying to target. Now, what I mean by that is you might have a specific focus group where your video is going to really appeal to them in terms of the kind of topic that you're speaking about, and obviously whatever advice it is that you are providing to them. So, for example, if you are targeting people between the ages of 30 and 40, you obviously want to do a bit of research in terms of that to see what kind of videos have actually been done that are similar to that kind of target market. Because what you don't want is a generic sort of market segment that you want to target. Although your video topic might be something that relates to a wide range of an age group, I think it's critical to kind of find your niche in terms of the target market, and obviously how you can obviously provide content that is valuable for that specific target market. And what's great about this is that you can do similar videos on a similar topic that can be broken down based on different age segments. So as an example, so that is why choosing your target market is very critical. The third tip is actually creating the process and the layout of the content and how you're going to lay it out in your YouTube video. So what I would suggest in this instance is, and which is a very good way to start, is to create your how-to type of videos. And this is where you actually are providing advice. You're providing information that might be useful for your target market. And it's a lot easier to follow, the video itself when you kind of know in the beginning what the layout is going to be. So when I started this video, I actually spoke about, saying that I'm going to give you 5 tips that can actually help you create leads from your YouTube videos. And those 5 tips will actually help you start that process. So by providing a layout, it also ensures that you're focused in terms of the content that you're providing to your audience. You're not losing track. It doesn't seem like you kind of are just making up stuff as you speak. It's very easy to follow a structure like that. And that's why I suggest, going through a process where you can obviously have that layout and follow it completely. The 4th tip is looking at the title of your video. Now, I mentioned that one of the critical aspects, especially in the first part, is when picking a topic, you need to obviously pick the right keywords, because then for your rankings and your search, those are the keywords that people are actually going to put in when it comes to searching for whatever help it is that they're looking for on YouTube. So if your title has those keywords, obviously what's going to happen is that when someone searches a specific term that is similar to your keyword, then most likely, and again, depending on how often you've been posting videos, your video might actually come up with that specific keyword. So it's critical that the title resonates with the actual keyword itself. And along with the title, what YouTube actually allows you to do is provide a description. Now, in the description as well, you need to sort of match what's in your title. And also in your description, you need to have similar kind of words that are similar and resonate with the same keyword that you chose. And this is why in the first point I mentioned that when you're searching for your keywords, you need to have at least 5 to 10 different keywords that are similar to your main keyword or phrase. And then you can use those in your description to give a little more detail. Your description should be somewhere between, I would say, 150 to 300 words. It doesn't have to be much. But the point of that is that, again, when YouTube is doing its search and its algorithm, it can actually start picking up, obviously, what your video is about. And the 5th and final tip is basically having a good call to action. So if you're a business that is starting out and you're looking to generate leads, now let's suppose your video has actually garnered some leads that might be interested in whatever it is that your business is offering, and it's probably a solution that they're looking for. The worst thing that can happen is in your description as well, you don't have a specific call to action. So that means you're not able to convert that lead that perhaps wants to follow up with you and see how they can obviously do business with you. So what's critical is to have some kind of a call of action. So this could be something where, for instance, you redirect them to your business webpage. Perhaps you redirect them to what is often referred to as a capture page. So the capture page will capture details such as their name, their email address. So perhaps you can use it as a way to build your email list and obviously market to them so that they can obviously get some more information about your business that you've spoken about in your video. So that's one specific call to action. Another call to action I would suggest is that when you start getting people and subscribers that start viewing your videos a lot more, you obviously want them to also comment about it. So perhaps you want them to ask specific questions, directed to the topic of the video that you provided, and you want to get some more content around that. Or maybe you want to redirect them to other videos that you've done that might elaborate a bit more on the topic that you've spoken about. So these are sort of very simple steps that I'm just suggesting. Of course, there could be people that are very advanced in terms of the YouTube strategy. As I said in the beginning, this is more about providing a guided step-by-step process for someone perhaps who feels that they can use another channel to generate free leads. YouTube is a great channel. And why also I suggest YouTube is because YouTube actually is owned by Google, and Google being, the largest search engine. You can imagine the millions of people that are searching for various topics, relevant things that they need help with every single day. So just imagine if you created a very specific topic that relates to your business, and if someone searched something that was similar in terms of the title, and it pops up on maybe the first page of Google, because what Google also does is if it picks up video content related to that search phrase, it'll obviously post that. So that is a great way. And obviously your videos stay on your channel forever, unless for some reason it gets blocked by YouTube. So in a way, it becomes an online asset for you to generate leads on a consistent basis. One disclaimer I kind of want to put is that it is a long-term strategy. It does not mean that when you start creating videos on your YouTube channel that you'll obviously start creating leads immediately, unless you're so good in terms of your way of creating your content, the keywords that you select. Perhaps no one has really done a topic about the keywords that you've chosen, and it just so happens that your video starts ranking really well. So that's great if that happens. It means your business will obviously start picking up leads that you can start converting. So I'm hoping this has given you some real context in terms of how you can actually use YouTube to generate free leads for your business. This can apply to an offline business, a traditional business, if you're a coach, for example, or if you're someone that is actually building an online business. And on that note, what I'd like to end off it is if you're someone that is actually looking to start a structured process in terms of building an online business, and you need to have a format that you can follow easily with some good training, which also gives you the ability to learn different aspects of building an online business, then please follow the link that I've provided. This is my #1 recommended source where I've been also learning a lot of tips around building an online business. And if you're just starting out, I would really suggest that you go through that link that I provided. You can also look at the link that's provided in the description. Thank you for watching. Please do leave a comment below whether you're watching this on my Facebook or on my YouTube channel, and I'd love to engage with you and help you further. Thank you. Take care. Bye.